Are we on? We're live. I think. I hope. If anyone can see me, please let me know. We are here at Craftwork. We're marbling tonight, and I think we're live. If you're here waiting for us to marble, we have already started a little bit. We thought we were live. I don't think we were live. I think we're live now. We're figuring it out. So yeah, we have the comment box up over here, and I'll keep checking to see if anyone is here watching, but I'll also just start talking. We're here at Craftwork. I'm marbling. I've already started, as you can see in the little thing up here to the side. I'm going to put a couple more drops of color on because part of what's really fun about marbling is that you can see the ink expand as it gets dropped on. So I personally really like these like concentric circles that can be made. We are seen. We can be seen. I can be seen. You cannot be seen. Mike is hiding again tonight. So yeah, I really like these concentric circles that can be made, but I know a lot of people really like the marbling technique that's more like marbled. So I'm like diving right into it. I'm just gonna do a little bit of movement here. I'm hoping that tonight, while I'm marbling, people will let me know like what color combinations they want to see together and what designs I'm making that they like. And I can make that happen for you. Oh, hi. Okay, we're all here. We're all together. This is nice. So if you are watching me marble, that's wonderful. Happy to have you. If you are marbling along with me, if you caught that we made a couple behind the scenes videos yesterday, there are two up on our YouTube channel. There's one that has the instructions for marbling with shaving cream, and there's one that has the instructions for marbling with a cornstarch base. What I use is like a proper marbling base. It's a carrageenan. It's an algae derivative, and that is mixed with water in a blender and then let to sit overnight. And that's what holds the ink. It's like a thickened water that holds the ink on the surface. And it's specifically made for marbling. So, well, it's actually, that's not true. It's used in a lot of different things. It's a thickener in a lot of different things. But it's like one of the main ways of doing marbling. And the marbling ink interacts with it in such a way that it spreads and contracts, and it really like lets you do what you want with it. The cornstarch and the shaving cream act as a base and act as a place for you to put ink or paint or food coloring, but it's a different experience. So I wanted to share those as options for you to do on your own if you want. If you're doing that or any other type of craft, we would love to see and we would love to share it. So before I get too far into this, I should say that if you are working on a craft and you want to snap a picture and send it to us at highlyvarlet@gmail.com, that would be wonderful. You can also send it to us through Instagram message, or you can post it on Instagram and hashtag it. And if you do send it along, we will share that picture with the stream so that everyone that's watching can see what you're doing too, and we can all feel like we're crafting together. So, I'm looking at Mike and last week he didn't speak. We'll see what happens this time. One time I think he laughed. Maybe he'll laugh again. So I'm going to make my first print. When you put paper on top of the marbling and pick up the ink, it's called making a print. I'm going to move these guys out of the way. It's a little messy, so if you ever try to do this on your own, it's good to just like put down a cloth or have something nearby to catch it. So let's see. Ooh, I'm a little nervous. My first print of the evening. So I'm going to try to lay it down really nice and flat, right on the surface. And depends on the paper, but you shouldn't really need a ton of time on the ink. It should pick it up kind of right away. I sort of like to let it sit for a minute, or not a minute, like 10 seconds, just to be sure that it's there. And then I'm going to pull it over to the side. I'm going to scrape it on the edge. And, oh, good. It seems like it worked. Nice. You never really know. Like, it should work, but I don't know. It's a little, like, making a marbling print always has me a little, like, nervous. I haven't been doing it for that long. I kind of just learned how to marble within the last year, actually. I had done it, like, as a kid. I had done other versions of marbling, but this particular type, I only just got into, and so I'm still, like, really nervous every time I do it. Mike's impressed. So I have two options here. I could either clean my surface with a thin piece of paper, like a piece of newsprint or newspaper or a paper towel, or I could just decide that I kind of like what's going on there, and I could leave it and I can continue over top, and that those colors that are still on the surface will just end up being part of the background. And I think I'm going to do that because I'm not really like feeling anything in particular right now. If anyone has a suggestion of color combinations or something that they want me to make, I could clean the surface to make it really nice and clean. But for now, I'm just going to go for it. Oh, there's a question. Can I do this on fabric? I can. As you maybe can see,
I can put it there.
right on the table, I have 3 little pouches that have been marbled on. Totally can do it on fabric. You have to treat the fabric first with something called alum for it to really soak it in nicely. If you don't do that, then it gets, actually, I don't think I did it with this one, and it got like a little funky. It still worked, but it's like, it didn't completely work. But you can totally marble on fabric. I think the thinner the fabric, the better. So I'm going to make another one. I'm just going going for it here. If anyone's working on their own crafts, I'd love to see. Or if anyone has, oh, there's one. Oh, wow, a pineapple.
They can't see it.
Oh, they can't. Oh,
I'll
no, I just gave it away. There it is. Can they see it now? There it is. That's nice. Laying down the background. That was my mom, yeah? Yeah, nice. I like it. Peacock feathers. Okay, I'll see if I can make that happen. I feel like I have to picture a peacock feather. So, okay, I just put some yellow. That might have been a mistake. I should do like mostly blues and purples, I think, for that. It's kind of a challenge. Okay, I'm gonna try something. I feel like a peacock, I'm just try and make one big peacock feather, and I feel like if I do like this, it might look right. I need to picture a peacock feather. Is that kind of looking like a peacock feather? I feel like it needs to be thinner over here. Oh, did you find a picture for me? Such a good challenge for me right out of the gate. Oh yeah, that might be the move. It's kind of like drawing, but it's like also not like drawing. All you can do is like move the ink. You can't completely control it. Okay, what do we think? Does this look like a peacock feather? Mike's going like, kind of. I guess peacock feathers have green in them too, don't they? I thought purple for some reason. Okay, I'm going to print this and then I'm going to try again. So when I print, I try to be careful to not get the paper under the surface of the water because that moves the ink to the back side. I try to keep it just on the side that's printing. In the picture. Oh yeah, they're green. Green. Everybody's telling me green. That's what I'll go next. Okay. I think like blues and greens and blacks maybe? Oh. This was my first attempt. We will try again. Okay. Blues and greens and blacks. Oh. Mike's showing me a picture of a peacock feather. That's helpful. Oh, are you showing everyone? I'm really still getting used to this live stream thing. This is what I do. Okay. So I'm going to do, can I see that picture again? I'm going to put some green to fill the background. Thanks. Okay. And then, oh, there's like brown in there. I'm going to use yellow instead of brown. Okay. And then blue. So it's really, I was off. There's like no purple. Why did I think there was purple? Okay, so this, I feel like I can do this. So we're doing. How do we get those? We want like a bunch of little lines. Oops. is hard. Okay, what do we think? Does this look more like a peacock feather? I feel like, okay, now I think I should have done like green, black, green, made all these little stripies, and then maybe I can just push it. I'm gonna try to alter this a little bit. Let's see how well I can do here. I love a challenge. Okay, I'm going to try and make this outside part first, and then I'm going to fill in the inside. It is fun. And thank you, Brian. Trying my best. I'm going to do blue, and then I'm going to do black, and then I'm going to print this baby. Okay, let's see if this looks like a peacock feather when it comes off onto the paper. Oof. It's really, I like feel so tense when I'm gonna pull it off the water. All right, this is my attempt at a peacock feather. What do we think? I'm on the big screen? Cool. Oh, you want me to show this to the major? There we go. What do we think? Peacock feather? Yes. It's kind of messy. I wore my old jeans so that I could wipe my hands on my pants. Oh, good. It was a success. Wonderful. Thank you. So sometimes the ink drops down onto the bottom. I think you guys can probably see that. There's like the lighter ink is floating on the top, and then everything on the bottom, that doesn't actually interfere with the print. It just goes down onto the bottom and kind of like stays out of the way. But at some point I'll refresh my bath here. The Warhol version of a feather. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so there's a request to make Easter eggs. That's a nice idea. I'm thinking how we can do that. So you totally could dip an egg in here. We don't have any hard-boiled eggs, so I'm not going to make actual Easter eggs. But I can make I'm going to make like a bunch of little circles that are going to represent Easter eggs. I dropped a clear on, and I think it... Actually, this might be good for our Easter eggs. It, like, clouded up the top layer here. But that might mean that I can make, like, more little circles, and they won't mash into each other. Oh, Amber says it's mesmerizing to watch. That was the whole idea. I'm glad. I love the, like, expand and contract of the ink on the water. I think these are going to be kind of abstract eggs, too. The ink really does, it, like, wants to expand in the same, like, it doesn't, well, that one kind of looks like an egg now. I think if I keep putting them around, they'll start to go a little oblong. They just, like, it wants to go in every direction equally, so you end up with more circles. These are kind of vaguely Easter eggy, right? Okay, I'm gonna print this. Easter oysters. Yeah, total. Oh my gosh, totally. Especially this one. Maybe that'll be a thing. Oh, it's cute. Easter oysters. I keep going over to the corner to put them on the ground. We have a little drop cloth over there. Oh, nice. Is that Catherine? That looks great. I love that color. Yeah, that looks really good. I'd like to know more about that knitted item, that pink knitted item. It looks like it's being knitted with circular needles, and I would like to know what it is. Victoria says save it for me. I will. Yeah, I'm happy to make these for people. If people want to, if you want your requested pattern let me know. You can send your address to our email or something. I can send it along. Or I can just give it to you next time I see you. I'm going to do like one more in this bath, and then I'm going to switch it out because it has some ink on the bottom. I'd like to use some fresh water so that people can see it a little bit better. Okay, so there's a question about putting the paper on the water. Okay, so it doesn't, so really what's happening here is that the water is thickened with an algae-like thickener called carrageenan, and what that does is it allows the inks to lay on the surface of the water. So when I put the paper down, it should be picked up by the paper right away, like the ink should adhere to the paper right away. I get really nervous for some reason every time I make a print, so I leave it for a couple seconds just to make sure that it's sticking. It's totally unnecessary, and the thinner the paper, actually, the less time you would want to do that because it would start to get waterlogged. With some of the thicker papers that I'm using, you can leave it and it doesn't curl in. And then the reason that I'm dragging it off the side is just because some of the thickened water goopy stuff comes up onto the paper as well, and I only want the ink. If I just flipped it, then it would be all drippy and messy, and some of the color might smear a little bit, but it's mostly just that it would be drippy, and I don't want to deal with that. So I hope that answered your question. What am I going to do next? Let's see. I kind of want to mix some colors. I think I'm going to make a flower. Shape and color. And also, I may or may not be able to do it. Flowers for spring. This one's like a 90s limited 2 flower. Ooh. Oh, hi, Tahir. Okay, so Tahir wants a 2-tone feather with a gradation. I'm on it. I'll do my best. What color gradient? Or what, yeah, I guess I'll have to mix a color. But what base color? Is that wow, wow, wow for the flower? It must be. I'm going to put some white. I'm waiting for the rest of Tahir's request. And I'm going to put some white in here. I'm going to mix up a color. Okay, cool. So I'm going to make like a greenish blue. Or like, so I'm just mixing the colors together here. All right, let me think about this. So I'm going to do, this is like a light green blue. I want that to be my final. I'm going to go dark to light. Oh, the flower, thank you. The flower was perfect. I'm very happy with the flower too. Like the small canvas. Okay, I'm going to do the greens and blues because that's what I have. And I think that's what you mean, the small canvas. Tahir and I did a dyeing project together where we made, using this nice organic cotton canvas, we dyed a background with natural dyes, and then they were screen printed over with photographs that Tahir had in like archival photographs from his childhood, and they're really beautiful. And there was a lot of greens and blues, but there was also browns, but I'm going to go with the greens and blues. And I'm going to go dark to light. Let me see if I can accomplish this. I know we didn't use any black, but I'm going to use black here just to get that like darker effect. And I'll put a little white just to reach the end. Okay, and then let's see. Feathering. I'm gonna do, I guess I'll do it kind of the way I did that one. Maybe oh, I have an idea. It'll be like an owl feather. Maybe. Does this look like a feather? It's like kind of like a feather. I'm gonna print it. Okay, go. Ooh. So I love when the colors come out better on the paper. you can see like the white to light green. On the water, it kind of just looked like it was all white, but I knew I made it light green, and there it is. I think you can see, yeah, you can totally see it in the camera too. Oh yeah, it is kind of like a butterfly too. That's cute. I like that. The paper that I'm using, so I'm actually just using like a bunch of different paper that I had lying around because, because I can't go to the art store right now and get anything in particular. And I also just wanted to like show that you can kind of do this with anything. The paper that's typically recommended for marbling is a printmaking paper. So it's like a medium stock. This paper is like, it's that kind. So it's like also a medium stock, but it's not, it's a matte finish, but it's not like rough. You can definitely use watercolor paper, and like thin papers too pick it up like crazy. Like newsprint is actually often used to clean the surface, but yesterday I was using a thinner paper that I'm not really sure what it was exactly, but it was like very thin, and it's kind of tricky because it gets so wet and you have to be careful with it. But it's really nice because then it's like a little bit, especially if it's like a little bit see-through already. So I guess what I'm trying to say is anything works. I did say earlier, I've only been marbling for like less than a year. So, I mean, this is kind of how I am with everything. I like to test things out. I know if you go online, you can probably find like very specific instructions for how to do these things. The only thing that I tend to be particular about is the size, because if you mix that up wrong, then it just doesn't work. It either like all sinks to the bottom, or it just like expands way too much, or it just sits on top and doesn't expand. So you do want to use the right proportions and do that the right way. But otherwise, I don't know, I've just been playing around with it. I've used all sorts of different types of fabric and all sorts of different types of paper. I've even put like wooden objects, like 3D objects in the marbling before, and that seems to work. So if you are going to do any of this on your own, I recommend just like going for it. So, okay, what are we at? Oh, some sassy circles with humble beginnings in yellow, blues, and greens. I'd be happy to. Oh my. Sassy circles with humble beginnings. I'm going to use this, this nice light green that I mixed up as the base. I'm going to do an odd number for Tahir. I think that's correct, that he likes odd numbers. I like even numbers. It's one thing we don't agree on. I'm going to do like these sassy circles that are going to sort of dance and mix into each other. And then I think I'll end with one big circle in the middle. I guess they're sassy because they're like pushing each other out of the way. Yes. I'm printing this. Oh, nice. We got a zombie. Okay. What was that? Did you do that, Mike? Oh, this one might be a little too big. Oops. Oh, it's just the right size. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was close. I keep forgetting that there's a camera over my back. Sorry. I keep stepping in front of it. Right, let's see. Did this print well? Let me see those sassy circles. Let me see them. Oh, they're cute. Hi. It's so fun. You just never know what you're going to get. I mean, you know, because you see it on the water, but then it's like, oh, it's so fun. I need a self-portrait. Okay. That'll be my last one on this, this bath, and then I'll use everything that I've already put into it as the background of me, and then I'll have to switch water. Okay, for my self-portrait, I'm going to use just my favorite colors. You have to mix them for that, though. My favorite colors don't come out of a bottle. Okay. Oh. Nice. I'm glad you like those sassy circles. I really like that one too. It's so cute. I like them all. I like all of your ideas. Okay, this is my self-portrait. This is my favorite color. Oops, a lot of bubbles. That works. That's accurate. I've been told I'm bubbly. Wow, I really have to think about this. Okay, I have blue eyes. They're not that bright. Oh no, my eyes are the same size. I don't know. My bangs. Oh, thank you for asking me to make a self-portrait. This is too small. This is just right. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna print this. gosh, I hope this prints well. Oh my god. It looks just like me. Do you see the resemblance? Can you see the bangs? Oh, I actually really love that one. Thanks, guys. My mom says that that one was from my dad's side of the family. That's funny. Oh, Mike's asking for a portrait of him. He's just pointing at himself. I think that is what you're asking for, right? Okay. I'm gonna have to think about this. Okay, your favorite color is gold. Yes, of course I'll put the mustache. I was gonna change my water bucket, but I'll get you first. This isn't too orangey. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of green in the background because that's your other favorite color. That'll end up being your hair. And then your face is gonna be gold. That's your favorite color. Okay. I think this is just the right reddish brown color. Oh, your eyes and your glasses. Glasses are going to be tough. I'm not going to do the glasses. You do need eyes. He nodded his head, yes, it's true, he does need eyes. Sometimes he wears contacts, so this will just be one of those times. Okay. Gotta get your hair a little curlier up here. want it to move too much. Oops. Oh no. That side of your face is collapsed. That's the side of your brain that's working right now. That's the right side of your brain. Oh wait, here, I can make it move back. Okay. All right. Before I and this mustache is pretty good, but just a little more dimension. All right. That's pretty accurate. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's one of my favorite things I've ever made. My boyfriend. Cute. Oh, I guess Chris just got here. Okay, so I'm marbling. So I have like this thickened water in the tub in front of me, and then I'm dropping ink on top of that and then making prints with it by laying paper over top, and the paper just picks up the ink and then the water is left underneath. Wait, Brian wants me to name this? It's Little Paper Mike. It's Little Paper Marble Mike. Oh, I think that's a nice idea. It would be nice if I take a moment to name each one I make. Okay. I'll work on it. I'm going to put Mike's portrait next to my portrait. Wow, I've definitely never made marble portraits before tonight. This is great. This is like exactly what I wanted to have come out of this event. I do need to change my Paper Marble Mike would be a great Nintendo game. It's true. Oh, are you going to show that picture? Mike's going to show another portrait. Who, I don't remember where this came from, but someone else made a nice portrait of Mike at work, right? I guess he'll share in the comments who it was or what the details are. But yeah, that one's really good. Sophie said I found my calling. Yeah, I agree. I think this might be like my new art. So some of these, like, because you're getting paper wet, it kind of curls up a little. So I'm just, as they're drying, I'm just like rolling it back the other way. If I had kind of like a better setup here, I would probably either hang them or have them flat on something hard so that the water can kind of stick to the edges. But this is also fine, and I can also press them. Once they're totally dry, I can press them with a hot iron. Oh, Brian made that? Oh! I didn't, yeah, that is really impressive. So little Easter oysters. I guess they do all have names already. You can use other materials. I have marbled some fabric before. I have a couple of examples here on the table, but they're like fine. You can marble like any kind of fabric, pretty much any kind of paper. You can marble like wooden materials, I think I made a bunch of wooden ornaments actually for Christmas, for presents for people. You can kind of like dip 3-dimensional things into the marbling and roll it around. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to dump out my bucket. Oh, I did make my shirt. It wasn't marbled though, it was just painted on. It was, I painted it with dye. That's a thing I do that I feel like a lot of you on here right now know. But yeah, it was a test for a sample sometime over the summer last year that didn't end up really like going anywhere, but I really like it. I painted it on one side and then it bled through to the back, and I kind of like that about it too. But I'm wearing it right now partially because it's like it was already a sample, and if I get stuff on it, I don't really care. But I do like it. Okay. I'm gonna dump this into this bucket, and then I'm gonna fill it with clean water. So I said earlier, as you're doing this, like the top of the size is what the ink lays on and what transfers to the paper. So as the top gets kind of messy, you can keep using it. Some of the ink will naturally fall to the bottom, and that doesn't actually transfer to your paper. It doesn't affect the final result. But because we have this top camera, it does affect what you guys are seeing. So I mixed up a bunch of extra marbling size so that I can have a clean slate for everyone. It's just nicer to see. Okay, so there's a couple questions here that I missed from earlier. Can we see what the kids look like? Who are the kids? If there's photos of kids, I would love to see. Or explain yourself. I don't understand, I'm sorry. And then there was also another question up there. Yeah, about whether or not I'm touching the water with the dropper. I'm not, actually. I'm just hovering over. When I see a bubble, I'm trying to pop the bubble sometimes. But otherwise, I hover like just over top of it and drop it on. And then it expands from there. I think if I actually touched the water, it would probably sink a little bit more. And just by like hovering just over the surface, it will land on the top and then spread. But you don't want to drop it from too far away because then that would create, like I guess gravity would kick in and it would create too much force and it would go down to the bottom. I guess Mike's going to share pictures. Oh my gosh. So cool. These are Brian's walking stick from Pennsylvania. Wow. Oh my gosh. It looks so good. I think, what did he say? Well, I guess he can explain in the comments, but I think he said he put like a resin or something on it, right, Brian? And then burned it? And then like carved it? It's really cool. How long did that take? And also, yes, please share the process. I may have butchered it. Okay, I'm going to lay out for people that maybe have missed any part of this. I'm going to lay out all of the little marbling pieces that we've done so far. Oh, a portrait of Skramps is being requested? Yes. I think the Hyatt question was that they wanted to see these. I think some people maybe missed the pictures of me and you, Mike. And then here's our sassy circles with a humble beginning. Here's our Easter oysters. This is the 90s limited 2 flower. I think we saw these, but maybe I was out of camera. These are the sassy circles. Here's our peacock feather. Yeah, that works better. And the first one was the attempt at a peacock. Oh wait, no, this was the gradient feather, and this was the successful peacock feather. Yes. Okay, cool. So Brian's explaining how he did this stick. Wow. It's so cool. I love that stick. Okay, I'm going to put these back to the side and then I will attempt a Skramps portrait. Oh, this will be fun. Oh, classic. It kind of looks similar. It's so cute. That's a Sophie drawing from a long time ago, right? We're seeing the walking stick again. I think there was a request. Mike is nodding his head yes. Nice. Okay, I was waiting for the bubbles to fade a little bit, and then I'm gonna do the Skramps Portrait. Gotta get this one right. My little friend. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do this. I'm just trying to mix the perfect colors. Oh, so the paint is not oil-based. It's actually because the water is thickened that it floats on top, but it is paint that's made specifically for marbling. I'm looking at the side of it right now to see if I can see what the ingredients in it are. It doesn't say. I should know that. I should know that, but I don't. It does say that it's water-based, but I think it's kind of like acrylic paint, but it's like thinned out to just the right consistency so it floats. But don't quote me on that because I don't remember for sure. Oh, there's a little picture of Skramps to help me. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. It's like he really needs more beard. The beard is what's. It's like that cat. Like that TikTok cat. Do you know what I'm talking about? He's really got to get much more Skramps-like. I think, like, it's because the eyes got so high. Maybe I can give him more of a forehead. He really needs more of a forehead. This is getting a little bit better, I feel like, right? It's like, how do we make liquid fluff? Mike looks appalled. No, he's shaking his head. No, that's incorrect. That's not what he looks like. I mean, I don't know where to go from here. I feel like it's not, I mean, it's like not accurate, but it's like not that inaccurate. I'm going to print this. Definitely got to get the beard in there. Oh, it's like he's here. Callie and Jayda want pictures too. Okay, dog portraits it is. Wow, I had no idea this was what I was going to end up doing tonight. I love it. I'm going to need, I feel like I'm going to need references for Callie and Jayda too. I can picture them, but I feel like to get the details right, I might need some photos. I'm sure we have some. There's the Skramps. Yeah, so the paint not running is like, it's like bizarre and magical. I don't fully understand how it works. The fact that it's like, that it's water-based and it sticks right away, it's weird. It has something to do with the method of applying. I think it also has to do with the paint itself, but yeah, I think it's actually mostly the method of applying, because even with like food coloring or acrylic paints, or some people have formulated like natural dyes to be able to do this, they're able to make it stick right away as well. So it's something about like putting the pigment on top of the water and then putting the paper down and just scraping off the water that makes it so that the color sticks. I feel like a lot of what I do to actually explain how it works requires much more knowledge, like science knowledge, than I have. And a lot of like, I understand it because I experiment with it and I know it works and I trust it, but I don't actually like get it. So if anyone on here gets it, I'd be happy for you to explain it better. But that's all the information I have about it. Okay, we're doing dogs. Dog dogs. Should I do Callie and, no, I should do Callie and Jayda separately. I was thinking about trying to put them both in, maybe I could fit them both in one. I might as well try. I'm gonna mix up the right colors. Pretty good. I feel like Callie's a little bit lighter. Oh, is this an updated photo? Oh, nice. We've got some texture going on. Yeah, anyone else that's doing crafting right now, send photos, send updating photos. I forget what that was on. Is it on like a plaque or something? It's a nice pineapple. Yeah, I agree. I definitely didn't expect to be making. I like expected you guys to be like, oh, I want some like classic marble like tiramisu cake. This is like honestly, this is great. The feathers, the oysters, the gradients, the portraits now, like we're just all of this has been fantastic for me. And I hope for all of you too. So I'm mixing up, I know Amber's dogs, Callie and Jayda. In my head, I'm mixing up what I can picture in my head to match their colors, but once I get the actual the actual photo, then I'll get into it. Oh, and we're getting a Max coming too. All right, at least 3 more dog photos. Oh, it's on a small folding table. Cute. Oh, there she is. Okay. Yeah, my color was pretty accurate. Nice. Jayda looks so majestic in that photo. Oh, you want to see Skramps again, Soph? Oh. Okay. I was going to do Jayda and Callie in the same one, like next to each other. Can I do that? Mike's shaking his head to the side, but like not a no, like a Callie's like a gray, but I'm not sure if this is too dark. Oh, right. Okay, so I'm glad I waited because I forgot she kind of has a little brown in her. Okay, I think these will be pretty good. Nice. Wow, this is like one of the best things I've done all week. I'm gonna have them right next to each other because they love each other.
Hold on.
Oh, she's like a little bear. Gosh, this is really great for me. Okay, their eyes have gotten large. Neither of them have eyes that are that large. I need to make I think if I make their noses bigger, the eyes will shrink. Okay, I kind of feel like Callie's is like accurate. Jayda's needs a little help. What does she need? She needs like her ear color. They both look like little bears. This is Jayda, and this is Callie. I hope you can see from the photo which is which. Like which, oh, this kind of is like her little cheeks. Callie is much more like lean. Can I push this over the side? This. The colors are perfect. I'm glad something about this is perfect. They're like definitely cute. I feel challenged. Jay needs like some little smile. She always has that cute little smile. Okay, I'm gonna try and print this and see how it looks on paper. Amber says this is delightful. I mean, I guess I'm like trying to like make these look exactly like the photo, and meanwhile was like very happy with this being me. I should chill. These actually do kind of look like them. Okay. Is this gonna get it all? I need a bigger piece of paper. Why do I get so nervous every time? Oh, this paper was too perfect. Oh my god. Oh my god. They got like crazy. They're so crazy. Like every little line showed up. I think because I just used watercolor paper. This is the first one that I've done on watercolor paper. And they're like, wow, yeah, it like really showed the marbling. I feel like, yeah, Callie's like, huh? And then Jayda's like looking off. She's like running. She must be running because she's a little blurry. I'm so glad Amber likes it. I think it's like a really cool abstract. These are all very abstract. Oh, I show it to the big camera. Okay. Next up. I think Max is next, yes? I think we can use this one. These are so funny. Max is black and white, right? Maybe some gray. It's nice getting digital applause. Guess I can take this time to clean something up. Wow. Okay, these guys get scooted over. Okay, well, I guess we're waiting. I'll just make a...
No.
The sweatshirt in the cornstarch video, I'm trying to think what that... Oh, I think that was like my apron. I have, at my studio, I have a couple sweatshirts that I just wear, like so that I don't get dye on my clothes because I'm really messy there. And I think what I was wearing, it was just like yesterday, I should remember, but I think the one I wore yesterday has flowers on it. that are from a production that I did just like last month, and the flowers are screen printed with dye, with kind of like a similar thickened water mixture to what we use for the marbling. It's a different sea extract that's used to thicken the water. And then yeah, the like all the bits that look tie-dye are just like from working and getting dye on me, or like cleaning up the table with my sleeve, or like testing a color on my shirt or something. I do quite like my aprons at my studio. They're just like messy and weird, and would be hard to replicate exactly the same because they're just like, it's just what happens. But yeah, that's the answer. Oh, it's Basil. Okay. I already put some white down. I guess that's appropriate. Basil's a little like, a little white. Oh, so fluffy. Okay, how do I make that color? It's pretty good. Orange cat. I'm gonna put like a lot of fluff color on here, so that I have a lot to work with when I get to the moving things around. I'm really learning a lot as we go here about how to best set up for a portrait of a pet. Does Basil have like blue eyes? Do they, or green? I feel like they're greenish. We're gonna say they're greenish. Oh, they're like a cool light green. Okay, just in time. I should make them a little bit lighter. Oh. Wow. This one is like, I feel like I'm getting better at this. Although, I like them all. I kind of like it with just the fluff on the top of the head. Like, it's not accurate, but it's kind of funny. Thanks. Yeah, the whiskers, that's like, it's helpful that cats have whiskers. That's kind of an easier thing to do. Okay. It's ready to print. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. I should get a bigger piece for this one too. Okay, this one's going to be a watercolor as well. Here we go. It is intense, isn't it? It's like, I don't know if you mean like what I mean. I guess Brian could mean it like, this is intense. Like, I get nervous. Oh. Ah, these are great. I'm feeling like so proud of myself. It wasn't even my idea. Cool. Yeah, I like it on the watercolor paper too, because you see like every, can people see that? I feel like you can see like every little line of the marbling. Can you see that? Can you see that? I don't know. I think they can see it. Oh, thanks. Amber's such a me too. If I hold it right in front of my face, does it look like it's my head? All right. Next. Next is Max, I think. How many people signed? Oh, yeah, Sophie. I'm glad you like it. Oh, everyone's so nice. Oh, and some new people. Kat and Chris, hello. This is really fun. If anyone else wants to send a picture for me to try and emulate, I'm happy to keep doing this. Or any other suggestions. I think Max is the next and then the last pet that we have on deck, right? There, oh my god, that's a great picture. There he is. Okay. I feel like this is great. I didn't even know this was a skill I needed to learn. I feel like I'm like getting some kind of strategy here. He's coming along. It's kind of hard to see. That's pink for his tongue. I don't know if I can get the, well, okay, maybe, maybe if I do. Oh, Chris wants to know how to subscribe. You should be able to press subscribe in there's a button right below the screen that should say subscribe, I believe. Maybe Mike will chime in here. There also, you should be able to press our logo and subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. I feel like this already looks like Max. In a way, it's really cute. I'm gonna move some things around though. I want to get those ears. And his little teeth. Okay, let's see. He's a little scared to put any more just in case, but we're gonna do it. That's why I was scared. I can just make his eyes bigger. His eyes are really like a main feature. Oh, that actually was good. That pushed things in the direction that they were supposed to be pushed. So this is gonna be his ear. Ooh! Chris Hart Zombie. Thanks, Chris. This is supposed to be like his cute little teeth. Oh, I didn't put any white in his eyes. That's what I'm missing. Like something's off. I'm gonna see. It might like make it go. It's so crazy because it just like pushes the whole thing, but I have to do this. Okay. Oh yeah, there it goes. One big eye. Still looks like him. Okay, I'm going to print. That one's like a real close-up. I like how little control I have over this. Oops. It's curling a little bit. Ah. Okie what's next? I might need to dump my water soon. Also running out of room. Oops. Thanks. This is really fun. I'm just gonna make another flower until I have another thing to do from the audience. Thank you all for being here and giving me suggestions. This is really fun for me. I hope it's fun for you. Oh, we have a cat coming? Wonderful. I think Tanya is Cat's cat, I believe. I kind of like how all the colors from everything else are just in the background of everything and like mushing together. Ooh. I feel so much less pressure now pulling the ones that aren't like people's beloved animals. Do we have Tanya? Wonderful. Trying to fix this so that the reflection is not quite as bright. Oh, wow, nice. Oh my gosh, that's so big. That's such a pretty color. How long have you been working on that? It's so nice. I guess it's a blanket, right? Oh, no. It's coming in, nice. A lot of progress is being made. It's so nice that you all are working on crafts while I'm working on this craft. Marbled pet portrait craft. I'm waiting for Mike to get me a picture of Tanya. I guess I could clean the... I might as well like show how this would be done. If you are ever going to do this on your own, and you want a fresh background at any point, you can just use a piece of paper towel or newsprint or like something thin to grab that top layer of ink. And you don't really get all of it, but you get most of it. And you can see I didn't drag it that time because I wanted to like get the ink off and not leave any behind. Oh, I don't think I've ever met this cat. She's so cute. Okay, so white and black. Oh, Sophie was asked, I was trying to figure out, I was reading the comments, that's why I'm just staring off into space. I keep forgetting that, like, you're all watching me this whole time and not just when I'm, like, doing something interesting. Sophie's asking who did those. My cousin Catherine made the blanket, and my mom made the pineapple table. I'm assuming that's what you're, what those is that you're asking about. Okay, so Tanya, here we come. I think she's gonna need like a split. Mike, will you switch the main screen so they can see the marble? That's what they're here for, I think. That fell at just the right spot. How lucky. I don't see her whiskers. She must have whiskers, right? Okay, this is looking like her. She has like a very serious little face. These are her whiskers. They're kind of going into her eye. But I think we get the idea, right? Oh, I could do it this way too. Uh-oh. She has very swirly whiskers. Isn't that right, Tanya? I guess because I can't really see her whiskers in her photo, that's okay. I want to make her eyes like more cat eye, but they're so round in that photo. I guess I should leave them round. Okay. Maybe she needs a little more. She has like a little more black under here. I don't want to push her eyeball too much though. Can you stop it? Does it work like that? Oh no. What have I done? Actually, that kind of works. Actually, I don't know. Am I just being nice to myself, or I feel like that kind of works. Okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna print her. I think she also needs the full. Yeah, she takes up the whole thing. Here we go. she's like, she got pretty abstract. That's her mouth. I guess it's flipped. Oh, right? Like from the photo. Like, this is it. What do we think? We did it. Well, that was very fun. Mike's going like this, so I think that means it's time to wrap it up. And I agree. That was very fun. I think that was the end of the pet requests that we got. I might just do one final one to just to use up the water that I have in my bath, and also because I didn't really show any on a really thin piece of paper, so I'm just gonna do a final one, and then I will be done. I appreciate you all being here and watching while I do this last marble. If anyone wants to subscribe, if you haven't already, we appreciate it. We're on our way to 100 subscribers right now. Once we get to 100, then we can change the name. Right now it's like youtube.com/ an internet password basically. But once we get to 100, we can have youtube.com/ Highley Varlet, which will just be easier for us to share with people. I'm just going to do like a concentric circle thing here to use up the colors that I mixed, just so I'm not wasting too much. All right. Okay, so I'm going to print this. Oh, I said I was going to use a thinner paper. That was the whole point. Yikes. That was a real close one. Really close. All right, so this is a really thin, kind of like waxy paper, actually. We'll see. I haven't printed with something like this before, so let's see if it works. For the final one, a test. Ooh, I kind of like that. Yeah, so that like took it really quickly and then got pretty wet, so I think I have to be careful with how I lay it down. Anyway, thank you all for watching, playing along, giving me suggestions, sending me pictures of your pets that I could marble, sending me pictures of your crafts that you were working on while I was marbling. I love seeing it. It's really nice to feel like we're crafting together, even though we're separated at the moment. If you haven't already checked it out, we have some other videos on the page, on the channel. We have Work Craft, which is the behind-the-scenes version of craft work. It's me at my studio prepping stuff for craft work. So right now we have some backstage marble prep. We also have some weaving prep from last week. Coming up, there will be some dyeing prep showing how I dyed the yarns and the fabrics that I was working on. And we'll be back again next week at the same time, 8 p.m. on Tuesday. I think I'll be weaving again, unless something changes in this next week and we decide to do something else. And on Friday, we'll be posting a 360 video. And yeah, we will be in touch. And you can see our videos until we see each other again. Thank you all for coming. Now I'm just reading the comments instead of leaving. Thank you all. I'll read the comments later. And hope to see you all soon. Have a good night. I'm still here? The idea was that when I said have a good night, the stream would end. But now I'm challenged with just continuing to say goodbye. Sayonara.